And U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in New Delhi to co-chair the 5th India-US 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Arindam Bagchi says Blinken's visit will give a further boost to India-US comprehensive global strategic partnership. Earlier, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd had also arrived in New Delhi. He will also be participating in the 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue. The discussions are expected to encompass a wide spectrum of issues, including strengthening bilateral relations, addressing global concerns, and promoting cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. And the U.S. Secretary of State and Defense Secretary Austin will meet with their Indian counterparts. That's Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar and Minister of Defense Rajnath Singh, as well as other senior officials. The diplomatic summit is held every year since 2018.
India-US 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue will be held today. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will today co-chair the dialogue with US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and US State Secretary Antony Blinken. Austin arrived in the national capital on Thursday afternoon, where he was welcomed with a Tri-Service Guard of Honor at the Palam Technical Area. US Defense Secretary Austin will conduct a bilateral meeting with Rajnath Singh. Meanwhile, Blinken will arrive in New Delhi today.
India is a country that we have a deep partnership. This, of course, he'll be going for the 2+2 security dialogue with Secretary of Defense Austin. So I expect, of course, that deepening the security cooperation and partnership will be one of the many topics that are discussed. It was something that was obviously raised during Prime Minister Modi's state visit earlier this year. And I know the Secretary looks forward to being there and in engaging directly with his counterparts on this. But I'll let the trip take place before we talk more about it.
Several issues will be discussed during the bilateral meeting and the Ministerial 2+2 Dialogue.
India is a key strategic partner, and I think you saw that on full display when Prime Minister Modi was here. But we'll leave it to the Indian government and the Prime Minister to decide what their stance is going to be on any particular crisis or contingency around the world, to include the Middle East. But they remain a key strategic partner, and we're dedicated to advancing that partnership every single day.
The 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue is a diplomatic summit held every year since 2018, with the Minister of External Affairs and the Defense Minister representing India, and the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense representing the United States. The dialogue will provide a platform for top-level discussions between the US and India, addressing critical bilateral and global matters. According to the Ministry of External Affairs release, the leaders will also exchange views about shared priorities for augmenting cooperation in multilateral platforms and through frameworks such as Quad. Coming as a big boost for India-US ties, the leaders of both nations will not only take the opportunity to progress the futuristic roadmap for India-US partnership, but also take stock of contemporary regional issues. Bureau Report, Republic TV.